Well, we're going to do a little caroling before the show. So this is before the show. This is not the show. All right? We'll tell you this is the pre-show. When the show actually begins, I think you're going to know it.
Good, man. How are you?
Okay, well, so we got to one house and they had a big chocolate cake with a little Christmas tree on top with ornaments and lights and everything, and they were kind of pointing to it, and we said, well, what, is that for us? They said, yes, we'd like you to eat it, but we think you need to know that it tipped over. And just the cat jumped slightly and didn't touch much, and we picked it up in the 5-second rule. But if you'd like a piece, well, would you take a piece or not? Was it the chocolate part that got you? Yes, at any cost. I can pick off a cat here. Okay. Okay. Here's something we can all share. This is a song that we borrowed from the Modesto Symphony Chorus. 1, 2, 3, and...
Christmas.
Let's go to, all right, so. Then, you know, people are so generous around Christmas time. They wanted to give us gifts. They wanted to give us, like, used books and those little crocheted hankies that, do you have a cupboard full of those little crocheted hankies? And you can't let them go because your great-grandmother made them, or your mother, your grandmother. And so we got a lot of those. And then Alex here, they gave him the Elvis impersonation kit. And he did get the gold lame pants. He wanted to wear them tonight, but thought it wasn't the occasion. He gave us some electronic things too, but we couldn't figure them out. So, I think this is going to be our last song before the official show starts. Or you can tell me whoever's telling me things. Who's in charge here? The guy with the microphone. Oh, there you are. Okay. You tell us when. If we have time for one or two. One? Okay, this is the one.
I got the Christmas tree, I got the memories, I got the box of decorations, I got the tinsel strum, the mistletoe's been hung, I got the means of celebration, I got the lights down low, the skies are green in snow, I got the Yule logs burning bright, and on the Christmas tree, I got you here with me, I got the perfect Christmas night. Shoo-doo-wah, shoo-doo-wah, bop-bop, shoo-doo-wah. I got the box of dreams, I got the Christmas theme, but tonight I won't be sleeping. I got Bing Crosby on and all my troubles gone, with the spirit I've been keeping. I got the presents wrapped, I got the boxes stacked, I put up those Christmas lights, and all around the tree, just like it all should be, I got the perfect Christmas night. Shoo-doo-wah, bop-bop, shoo-doo-wah, shoo-doo-wah, bop-bop, shoo-doo-wah.
And I'd like to just say welcome to all of you. Can you believe it? December is here. Didn't that happen fast? Oh my goodness. It's been a very interesting season for me. We started in August with our music, our repertoire, started rehearsing late August, early September, and then my mother, my 92-year-old mother in Texas, developed a deteriorating hip and had to be moved out of her big house into a one-level community, and I started the routine of flying to Texas 1 week and spending a week there and then flying back for a week, and then back and forth. I've now made 4 trips to Texas since mid-September, and thank God I have a very talented family. My son-in-law, right there with the camera, Johan, raise your hand, had to, yes. He happens to be a very gifted conductor, far more gifted than I. He stepped in, conducted my choir for their Better Together concert, conducted them again last Monday night for their concert at Bethany Home, and I finally get to be in front of them, and I'm thrilled to be here today, and happy to say my mom turned 93. She She survived her hip replacement surgery last week, and she's recovering and doing well, and she likes her new home. So all things, I'll be going back next week and going to bring her home with me for Christmas. So yeah, but who would know I was going to be gone, what I was going to do here. So it feels really weird, but they have done an amazing job with and without me. One of my daughters has stepped in for some of the rehearsals too, so she'll be singing later on in the concert. I'm so glad you're here. That's just my story. Every person in this room has a story. Every one of you has had things going on in your life in the last few months, maybe the last year. Maybe you've had a great year and everything's gone just wonderful and you have much to celebrate. Maybe you've had a terrible year. Maybe you've had heartache and maybe you felt hopeless at times. Maybe you've had physical challenges. We have neighbors to our north that are suffering terribly. Tonight we're going to take a collection for those people. We're going to take up a collection tonight to go to the American Red Cross, and it will be flagged for the victims of the Paradise Fire. So later on we'll be asking you if you want to share in that and participate in that. But whatever your story is tonight, we're thankful that you've made us part of your Christmas story, and we hope that your time here together will bring you joy and lift your heart and your spirit and bring you hope and bring you the beginning of setting the tone for a beautiful Christmas season. So thank you for being here, and we hope you enjoy our offering to you tonight.
On this day join the singing,
song is a really nice combination. It's a newer song, but then they took the old traditional carol of What Child Is This and planted it in the middle, so it's born out of that idea with a little twist. So I hope you enjoy What Child.
What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. Oh, this is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Oh, haste, haste to bring him all the babe, the Son of Mary.
to our performance and we blink and we're done with 5 songs. It's just amazing. We call that last song the Ding Dong song. It's our marathon song. It's so fast and you get out of breath and there's no place to breathe or take a breath. So I'm going to give them a break and we're going to have our Fun Strummers come back up and delight us with some more of their music. While they're coming, we're going to sing a carol together. Deb, how are you? You want to play for us? Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So I'm going to let you stand up and be the choir. And we're going to sing Hark the Herald Angels Sing while they're getting in position, okay? Here we go. The words are in your program if you need them. Here we go.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful ye nations rise, joy the triumph of the skies. Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark, angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ our highest heaven Lord, Christ the everlasting Lord, late in time, beholding come, offspring of a virgin's womb, veiled in flesh and garment see, hailed incarnate deity, pleases perfect man to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Okay, so here's a song that has 2 parts. One you know, and you've known it since childhood. The other you've never heard before. You might sing along if you recognize any familiar words.
Snowflakes falling all over town, slipping, sliding, everybody rushing round. There's an icy chill in the air.
Well, you can see we are a ukulele band, first and foremost, which people usually associate with the islands of Hawaii. And so, does anybody know how to say Merry Christmas in Hawaiian? Well, we have an official Hawaiian up here who knows. She was born in Lahaina. Isn't that a good place to be born? And why aren't you still there? Now she's from the island of Modesto. She's a kumu. She teaches hula and keeps the Hawaiian culture alive right here in Modesto. And she's taught us many things. How about the crab feed? She's having a crab feed. Okay, so I made up a little poem because you see all these jokes about, you know, like where does the snowman keep his money? In the snowbank, right? So I put them all together because it made a story. So Frosty the snowman lived in an igloo with his parents, Mom and Popsicle, and his Aunt Artica. He liked to eat his mother's snow cakes with lots of icing, and on special occasion, a baked Alaska. His father taught him how to drive the snowmobile. Frosty put on his best snow cap and took his sweetheart to the snowball. While there, she gave him the cold shoulder. So he doused her with chili sauce. She called the Snow Patrol. Now he's in the deep freeze. finally we have the cold weather, and in the cold weather, sometimes the geese fly over. We used to have flocks and flocks of geese, but I hear a few honking up there periodically, and I'm sort of soothed by that. So here's our song about the wild geese. Well, I don't know if you've asked Santa, it's on page 7, or 83. Have you asked Santa for anything? Did you sit on Santa's lap? No. We're all too old for that. No, we're not. We get all excited, don't we? And that's why we make lots of cookies. We sort of decorate the halls and the walls and the trees and the hedges and paint the street lines green and red. Anybody a Martha Stewart painted your house ecru with sparkles? No. Okay. Well, if Santa went to your house, I think sometimes we decorate just so Santa will know where we are. So if somebody came to your house, what would Santa say? Santa came into your front door. Would he go, "Oh, this smells so good"? Or would he go, "What a mess"? Okay, here's our song about Santa.
Oh, what will Santa say when he finds everybody swinging? What will Santa say when he hears that singing? Down the chimney he will come with his great big smile. You will find that even the kiddies are swinging in the latest style. Oh, oh. What is Santa gonna say?
Did you know that singing is really good for you? Physiologically, it doesn't matter if you have a good voice or not. It's not about that. It's about connecting. It's about connecting things in your brain and your heart and your spirit, and it's something you have that you can give to others. And our family's favorite tradition every year is caroling for the neighbors. And it's truly something we look forward to all year long, and we love to go and sing. And some of the members of our family have awesome voices, and some can barely match a pitch. And it doesn't matter. We just all gather together and we sing our hearts out. Sometimes there are 50 or more of us going from ranch to ranch out in the country where the neighbors are miles apart. And it's truly a magical thing. I don't know who your neighbors are, and I don't know who your family is or your friends or who you know that might be willing to go singing with you, but I encourage you to find somebody to sing with this Christmas and go caroling and give your voice away and share the joy and the beauty of the Spirit with someone else. And so this will kick that thought off.
Here we come, merrily so free, so here we come, a-wandering, so there to sing. Love and joy come to you, and to you glad Christmas too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. We are not daily bread, our days we beg from door to door, but we are neighbors chill, have seen before. Love and joy come to you, and to you glad Christmas too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. God bless the master, bless his master, wives, the masters too, as all the little children to time the table go. Love and joy come to you, and to you glad Christmas too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Did you know? Would sing our sons and daughters. Did you know? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you? Come to make you this child that you deliver. This child will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you? Mary, did you? Mary, did you? Mary, did you? Promise of his hand. Did you know? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels walk? Where angels you kiss your little baby. You kiss the face of God.
And that baby boy did all those things. And this next song is a very interesting song. It's not one you hear very often. I was not that familiar with it. It's called Tomorrow Shall Be My Dancing Day. And it is written from the perspective of Jesus talking to his followers. He is inviting us to his dance. So when it says, tomorrow will be my dancing day, I would my true love did so chance to see the legend of my play, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, he's wooing us to him. This have I done for my true love. Sing, oh my love. Then was I born of a virgin pure, of her I took fleshly substance. Thus was I knit to man's nature, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love. This have I done for my true love. In a manger laid and wrapped I was, so very poor. This was my chance betwixt an ox and a donkey so small, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, this have I done for my true love.
Sing, 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 oh my love, sing, oh my love. Tomorrow shall be my dancing day. I would my true love did so chance to see the legend of my play, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, oh my love, my love, my love. This have I done for my true love. Sing, 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 oh my love, sing, oh my love. Then was I born of a virgin pure, of her I took fleshly substance. Thus was I knit to man's nature, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, my love, my love. This have I done for my true love. Sing, oh my love. In a manger laid and wrapped I was, so very poor. This was my chance betwixt an ox and a donkey so small, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, oh my love, my love, my love. This have I done for my true love. Sing, 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 oh my love, sing, oh my love. Tomorrow shall be my dancing day. I would my true love did so chance to see the legend of my play, to call my true love to my dance. Sing, sing, oh my love, oh my love, my love, my love. This have I done for my true love. Sing, 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 oh my love, sing, oh my love.
This next song would not be called a Christmas song. It would be called a anytime song. It wouldn't fit any season. It's talking about one voice standing alone, making a statement and inviting another voice to be heard and to join in. And then inviting another voice to join and be heard and join in. And the concept is that we can be alone in our thoughts, in our ideas, and we can speak our mind. But how much better it is when we join together and find something in common to share and to give in community. And that 3 are better than 2, are better than 1. And the idea that as we grow in community with one another and in love with one another and in harmony with one another, what a more beautiful world we will find ourselves living in. So Kelly brought this song to us, and I believe she got it from Fun Strummers. And we latched onto it and arranged it for our group, and I'm happy to welcome my daughter, Courtney Burrows, who was a huge help to me this season also. She led several rehearsals for me, and she sang with the girls when they went to the Better Together concert, and she'll be singing the opening solo. Oh, and this is a very first for our group. We have never sung with any musical instrument other than drums, percussion. So we have our very own, very talented Deb Webb, who is going to accompany us on the guitar.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
Thank you so much for spending this hour with us. I hope that you've been blessed by coming. Deb Webb is a woman of many talents. She also made a special gift. I'm not sure we even have enough. So singers, sorry, you don't get one. She made some beautiful cookies as our gift to you. We normally do a big reception after our concert. Tonight we said, we're going to give you something as you walk out the door. We have candy canes. We have cookies by Deb. Some of you might, there's really like a stack of 3 cookies and a cupcake on top. So maybe 2 of you could share one. And we can make them go a little further. And they're beautiful. So you need to see them. And this year marks, oh, here's one. This is what they look like. They're amazing. It's not just a cookie. It's a work of art. Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely enough there to share. Anyway, this marks the 200th anniversary of the song Silent Night. And the song was written on a night when the organ went out at the church. And they usually always on Christmas Eve did Christmas songs with the organ playing. And so the music leader, master in charge, said, okay, I'm gonna have to improvise. I don't have my organ, but I can play a little guitar. So he wrote the song Silent Night, and it was sung the first time 200 years ago with a guitar instead of an organ in a church. And I wanted to sing that with all of you tonight as the close of our concert with our guitar. So take out your words and let's all join together in the singing of Silent Night.